Hello and welcome to day 21 of Vlogmas here on my channel Paper and Twine. My name is Ashley and thank you so much for joining me. I've noticed I've got a couple of new subscribers, so thank you so much for clicking that button. I'm so close to 1,300 now. It'd be really good if I could get there for Christmas. That would be lovely. I've got a crafting treat for you today, and I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I've been out and done a bit of Christmas shopping. No preamble today, though there might be on my other channel, one stitch after another. If knitting is your thing, or threads, or twine is your thing, go and have a little pop on over there. I think there's a little peek of a little bit of Christmas shopping. I'm not sure, it might be tomorrow. Oh yes, because I'm trying to schedule. Anyway, the answer to yesterday's joke. If you're new here, it's awful. I'm sorry. I am a bit all over the place. Mr. Paper and Twine's not very well. He's in bed. I've taken him a cup of sweet tea and some croissant, and I've bought him some dinner because I'm going knitting tonight. It's the last one of the year. And yes, I bought some COVID tests because he thinks he might have COVID. I hope not. I really hope not. Anyway, yes, answer to yesterday's joke. I'm unboxing the Bothy Threads Advent. And it's an embroidery themed Advent, but I haven't done very much. I've been concentrating on knitting. So I think my stitching is going to be something that's going to happen in the new year. And yesterday, I did say I'd come back in daylight. Not that there's a lot of daylight, and show you the calico. And I said it looked a little bit like one of the cards that I'd made, the card that I'd made on day before's video, last minute card, using seedless preserves and chipped sapphire. In the daylight now I can see that there's another colour, and it is just absolutely beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but beautiful, beautiful colours. Although the threads that they've paired with it, they'll come in for something. They're not my colours. I think I'm going to do soft blues and purples. And in fact, I have got somewhere in my stash some really beautiful space dyed embroidery threads, and a little bit of beads and French knots. And yes, I think that is going to be delightful. Anyway, the joke yesterday was, what does a kid, no, hold on, wait for it. What does a baby snowman call his dad? We've had lots of snowman jokes. You ready for the answer? Popsicle. Popsicle. Yes. Barry is on hand to take your order so that you can do some nice crafting. And oh, today's feels very thin. I don't think it's stitching. Let's do the joke and then I'll tell you what the soup of the day is. What do snowmen wear on their heads? Ah, right, okay, this is what this is then. So, it's a bit cheap and nasty. I might use it for wrapping presents. It's some ribbon to hang up our festive baubles, but I've got nicer ribbon in my stash. So that might be used for wrapping presents. But I can see they've been, you know, tried to theme it up and make it neutral, silver, white, snowflakes. Yeah, that is that. Soup of the day. Let's get there, and then I will show you what we're going to make today. Right, so we're the 21st of December. We are, I can't believe it, shortest day today. Oh, yes, I remember this from a previous year. Christmas dinner soup. Although why you would have this before Christmas, I don't know, because you haven't got all the bits, have you? Ready-made stuffing, dried cranberries. I've got those. Butter, leek, celery, onion, chicken stock, bay leaf, thyme, single cream and cooked turkey. Sounds quite nice. Now, are you ready for the huge excitement of what we're going to make? If you've clicked on already, you'll have seen the title, so it's no big surprise. I have bought a load of these from The Works. They are £1.50 and it is a day to a page diary. And I'm going to show you how to turn this really boring thing into something like this. or this, or this. I'll take you down. So I've gone ahead and just done a little bit of prep, and you can see it's a day to a page, apart from the weekends. Most of the diaries have a page for Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, a day to a page. Of course, is it a leap year this year? I do believe it is. Let me have a look. Let me have a little look. February. Yeah, February 29th is a Thursday. I'd forgotten it was a leap year. So if you're single and you want to ask someone to marry you, that's the time to do it. Anyway, yes, I've just gone ahead and done a bit of prep. I think these are amazing value for £1.50. And you can make them look like this. So this is graphic 45 paper. This is the Birdwatcher collection. And I've just put mementos of lives lived because it's a diary. Yeah, you can keep it as a little diary, or, you know, just have it in your handbag. And on that one, I've put a little bit of ribbon to close it. Oh, yes, and there's a little bit of covered the inside, because the back, I've done that. So that's that one. I won't do it now because it'll be here forever. Then this is for a friend who was an English teacher, and I thought this was quite nice. This is all Tim Holtz paper, and this is a Tim Holtz journaling card, and then I just put that inside just to kind of set it off. And then this one I've done for me, the top of her priority list. This is going to be my little money journal, and every single day I'm going to be good and keep it. I'm going to put what money comes in and what money goes out, and I can see where I'm spending my money. I did start last year, but I didn't keep it going. And again, this is all Tim Holtz. I think this is the, oh gosh, I can't remember. Is it the Botanica? No, not Botanica. I don't know. It's, oh, the Wallflower. This is the Wallflower collection, and this is a little bit of a journaling card that I've cut down and put some ephemera on. And then these are beautiful, aren't they? I forget the paper that this is from now. It's but First Coffee, I think. But the these are from the Fashionista collection. Love Your Fabulous Self. That might be coffee related, actually. Don't Be Like the Rest of Them, Darling. And one I've left as is, but I've just put that on the inside. And then this one again I've done with ribbon and put that on the inside. The paper on the inside is from one of those cheap collections, but it just what do you call it, coordinates nicely. I'm not going to bother putting those up. So I thought I'd show you how to make one. And because it's been a long day and I'm really tired, it might be a bit of a pig's ear. But what I have got here, I've got this, and I've cut it. I've kept it at 12 inches. You could probably get away with it being a little bit narrower. And it's 7.5 deep. And then I've got some double-sided tape. I'm going to use some glue as well. But yes, I'm going to kind of roughly find the middle. And yes, I think first of all, we're going to do our creases. Before I take any of the tape off, I'm going to do our creases like so. And I think we could get that a little bit more equal up there. And then I come in with my little bone folder, and I'm going to shove that right up against there. Right against there, and get in this little crease. And turn it over and do the same. Try not to move it if you can possibly help it. Do the same on this side. And then I'm going to fold over all of my edges and do a little bit of cutting for the spine. Let's just make sure that we have got it on the right way, actually, because that would be a disaster, wouldn't it, if we had it upside down? Goodness only knows what I would do then. I would probably cry. Yes, I would. Okay, so let's flip you open. This is where I have a little bit of difficulty, and people who are better at this kind of thing than me might be able to give me some advice about cutting the spine without ripping the paper. But what I want to do is fold that over like so, and give that a really good crease there. Turn it over. We're doing one flap at a time. I'm going to practice these because I think Christmas fairs next year, if you're doing them in November, I think that these would make absolutely fantastic craft fair makes, and good stocking stuffers, good secret Santas. Just trying to get that straight. Could have done actually with, does that look straight? No, it's not, is it? Hang fire, girl, hang fire. Right, one bit at a time. Do you know what might be quite good actually is if I glue my spine down, and then it's not going to move, and I can do the rest in a minute. So I've got this very wide double-sided tape. That is the right way up. I'm going to try and put it equidistant. I've got enough room on the side. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm going to do the same here, trying not to rip the paper. Okay, that's going to give me something to work off now. Now that that is, I'm going to cut a bit more off there. You wouldn't believe I've had a practice of this, would you? There we go. And let's get you down like so. I can afford to cut a little bit more off there. Call yourself card maker of the year. Well, yes, I was card maker of the year, but I made cards. I didn't cover books. You see, I think somebody like Woody Steph is really good at this kind of thing. There we are. We'll give that a really good creasing in. Unfold, and then we're going to do that. There we go. Now, I can take the tape off here and stick that down, and then I'm going to cut my corners, because I don't want to cut my corners and then find that I've got a problem. There we go. Okie dokie, diddly okie. Now, I want these scissors here. Gosh, you've been numbers. It is quite quick to do these, honestly, it is. And they do, I tell you what would be a little bit easier. They've got a week to a double page, which are a little bit narrower. And I think they might be a little bit easier to cover. They've got a narrower spine. There we go. Now I've got some tape here, but I'm going to put glue on the edges. If I can get my tape off. It's excuse the grubby fingernails. I needed to wash my hands before I started filming, really, didn't I? But I've been cleaning out a couple of kitchen cupboards. It's amazing what you find, isn't it? Just keep ramming stuff in and not using stuff that's there. I've had to throw quite a lot of flour out that have got bits in it. Was out of date, and yeah. I need to get some more Kilner jars. I found one empty that I've put a lot of soft brown sugar in. Gosh, it's a bit of drivel, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to put that all the way up there. Where's my collal gone? Collal! It's fallen over. Bit on the edge. And up's your uncle. And I'm just going to put that tape over there because tape's thicker than the bit of paper I've got covering the book. I don't want to stick my page down yet. Goodness me, I'm making a right pig's ear with this. And look, see, I've just ripped that there. There we go. And a bit of collal on the edge here. And let's fold you over and make those corners neatish. There we go. Yeah, so as I was saying before I was drivelling, we can put you there. Oh, look, see. Good for Secret Santas, good stocking stuffers, good craft fair makes. I mean, I don't know, could you get £8 for these, do you think? And it's cost you a couple of quid to make them, £1.50. I suppose one of the most expensive components of this is the double-sided tape. Oh, do you know, I thought for a moment I'd put it on upside down. Oh dear, that would have been very disappointing, wouldn't it? Right, then I'm just going to come and angle here. And here. And then I'm going to do the same and fold this over so that I can cut for my corners. Cut a little bit more off there. There we go. Can trim that bit off in a minute. There we go. Get that over. Get that over. Get that over. Now, you don't need to see me repeat that process, so I'll be back when I'm ready to do the next bit. Right, we're getting there. So I think I want a ribbon closure on this one. So I'm going to put a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm going to put a bit of this to anchor my ribbon down. And I have learnt from experience that this is roughly the middle. So I'm going to put it there, like so. And I've got two pieces of narrow black ribbon that I've cut to about 30 centimetres each. Oh, do you know, I think it's the 23rd she closes. In Rugby, there is a haberdasher's that's been there for donkey's years called Mo's Fabrics. And she sells all the fabrics for the dance schools and everything. Yeah, and she's retiring. She is apparently going to go online, but I used to get all my ribbon from there and buttons and things. Yeah, because you could order what you wanted, you know, it was off big spools. Now, because we've got this planner thing going on and I've got this covering up here, we can't have it, so I've got to glue this down. I have got to glue this down. I'm going to put some tape, some of this thick tape. I don't know where I got this from. It might have been Hobbycraft. But it's nice wide double-sided tape. I'm going to put a bit there like that. I'm not going to go all the way to the top because my bit of paper that I've cut to cover the inside is not that big, and then that will help secure that ribbon down further. And then we're going to put some glue all around the edge of this page here. There we go. I can hear the wind outside. I'm sorry if the light isn't brilliant. There we go, just a bit of glue. Right, and then I'm going to take the tape off here and repeat on the other side. And I'm just going to do that like that so it doesn't ruckle. There we go, and you could leave that like that if you wanted to, but I've got this piece that I've cut from a collection of cards that kind of coordinates, just to make it look a bit nicer. You don't have to do this. Peel this tape backing off. It is very wasteful, I know, using this tape for the backing pieces of, you know, plastic, but it's just, I'm using up what I've got really. And sometimes you need double-sided tape, don't you? It'd be good if they could do it with some kind of paper backing rather than plastic. But I suppose it would have to be kind of, I don't know, waxed on the other side, so you probably still wouldn't be able to recycle it, would you? Can't get this off. Isn't it funny? Some are really easy to do and others aren't. Going to be here forever. There we go. That's got it. By Jove. Oh no. There we go. I could have used my pokey tool actually. Let's put a bit of collal on this. Just round here and around the edge where I've missed. Makes it easier to move around on top the page. And there is no upside down or right way for this. So we're just gonna, there we go. And that will stop that ribbon from going anywhere. And then we'll do the same on this side for the ribbon. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I'm not going to put any paper on this side. You could if you wanted to. That'd be about right there. Cut you. I need to get some isopropyl alcohol on my scissors because they're all gunged up. Oh, can't do it. I can't do it. See, normally this red stuff's all right. That's got it. Right. There we go. And we'll put that there like that. I think the cat's quite interested in being fed. That's that. And then I'm going to just glue this with this glue, not the collal, because sometimes with thin paper the collal leaves funny marks. There we go. Sorry if you can hear talking behind me. My husband and son are in the kitchen having a conversation. How very dare they? And then just so that we can be confident that everything's going to stick down, we'll just put some more of this tape on, if you can bear to see me peel the backing off. If I were you, I'd have this on fast speed, sound muted, so you can see what to do. There we go. Oh, look, I've got my fingers in the glue. Goodness me. That's that. That's that. And then we will just smooth that over like so. And that just finishes that off quite nicely. inside there. Can you see? Let's move all of these gubbinsy bits out of the way. I'll have a clear up in a minute when I've said goodbye to you. And then, yes, so that is quite nice inside, finishes it off quite nicely. And then I'm going to tie it closed, and then we've got a little sentiment thing to put on the front from the collection. So I should say that this paper collection, the Fashionista and the, I think it's called But First Coffee, or For the Love of Coffee, I'll leave it in the description box. These were sent to me by Cheryl Simone of Cheryl Simone Crafts, as I am on her design team. And I'm going to put that on the front. Might just take a little smidge off the top of that, just so I've got a little bit more of a border on my black. I haven't really measured. We'll come back in with collar though. Yes, this is Echo Park. Both of these collections are Echo Park. So you can see that this one is the Fashionista. And this is going to be a Christmas present for somebody, along with a candle or something like that. There we go. Just centre that like that. I think that looks adorable. £1.50 plus a bit for your paper and your time. It's taken me a bit of time pithering, but you could batch make these dead easy. I would perhaps spend an hour putting all the tape on my covers, cutting all my papers, finding the sentiments that I want. You don't even have to, if you use the right paper, put anything on the front, but I just think on the front it needs a little something. So there we go. Let's bring in the others so you can see them. So what have I spent? £1.50 times 6. Can't do the maths. £9. There we go. Are you going to have a go at this? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being patient. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm just looking out my window. Blue's just jumped up on my desk. There are lots of blue tits on my bird feeders again. I'm so happy, really happy. It brings me such joy. Anyway, as I say, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back tomorrow. Shortest day. So after today, night straw out again. Do take care. Bye now.